I'm Celine.
And I'm Jabo. We're Noshivore, two Canadians on the quest to curate the world's best eats.
We rate spots on whether you should walk, run, or fly to them. Ratings at the end.
Noshivores checking in. Part 2 of Tokyo coming your way.
We'll check out Asakusabashi, Shibuya, and Shinjuku. We just finished at Yoshida, a very hole-in-the-wall type unagi spot in a very kind of quiet part of town.
It's so cute. It's run by a little grandma and grandpa, and they specialized in grilled eel. So
wait for it. A lot of the reviews say they get this nostalgic feeling when they hear the train overhead, and this restaurant, you certainly hear it every couple of minutes, so it's kind of nice. But the setup here is it's probably got 10 seats in total, mixed between tatami mat and bar seating. What I loved was seeing how the gentleman was cooking the unagi. First dispatched of a live eel on the spot, and so that's why it takes a full hour to cook. So you're waiting there. It's a very patient process. He then goes and steams the unagi, and then tends to this grill with a fan and dunks it in the unagi sauce every so often. But he's very meticulous about the ratio of heat to moisture to char. All of those things are super considerate. So I really did appreciate that about observing his technique. So what would you say?
So I think it is actually the best unagi, just like of the meat and the grilledness and the freshness that I've ever had. I enjoyed it more with the pepper. I think in terms of the best ever like unagi dish, just like shy, I think.
My goodness, it felt like all of Tokyo was waiting in this line to get into this place with us. We came here on recommendation from a friend. It was so nice to see her, and she was a part of our whole new vlogging experience. The food was great. A lot of choices between like a bunch of different noodle types. Servings are quite big, so I would definitely asterisk that. Maybe you order a bunch to share.
I thought the food was pretty average. It's a decent bowl of udon. It's not super expensive, but what you really come for is the view. You get this great look out on top of Shibuya. You're 13 stories high. You get to see the crossing and other adjacent buildings.
So I've seen this on Instagram, the Crunch Bros. He was saying that this was the best ice cream I think in Japan that he's ever had. So I went looking for it, found it in some of them. We were in a grocery store and I found it again. This was for 96 yen, I believe. And the last one I had was so like, you have a waffle exterior, crunchy, and then there's a thin layer of chocolate around. You have your vanilla ice cream, and inside the vanilla ice cream is like a slab of chocolate. So you get this like super crunch, and it's so good. Inside, I seriously think it's the best ice cream that I've had. That is not soft serve, like, you know, ice cream. So
We had at least 3 or 4 of these during our 1-week stay. You can get them at any convenience store or grocery store. Sometimes they're stale.
I know.
It's the waffle. Sometimes it's stale.
So cool because it looks like they roast the beans in-house. It's like it's sleeping. Creamy coffee. It's really good. Perfect way to end the meal. creamy matcha sugar crystals. I think that's where it's at.
We are in Shinjuku. We're gonna be trying a ramen spot that I thought was incredible the last time I was here in Japan. This was about 7 years ago. So I'm hyped to see if it still lives up to the memory that I have of it. There's only a limited number of seats. Lo and behold, they've got a sister restaurant, so if you don't want to wait, go there. Take a look at the special ramen. Pork slices, bouncy ramen, green onions, niboshi broth. Oh, nice.
These white noodles are so silky. And the white is like thin pasta sheets.
It's not as punchy and it's not as umami as I remember it. So it's not quite the same as the one I had it several years back. That's the noodle getting angry at me. Just got done at Nagi, and for me, a little bit of a disappointment. It wasn't as good as I had remembered it. I was missing that crazy thick tsukemen that had this insanely well integrated fishiness to it. Tons of umami. Not sure if it was just today or I just had a magical transcendent experience the first time, but I did not achieve that today. I think I would actually prefer the ramen from the one at Tokyo Station, yeah, in Ramen Row.
I got the thick noodles with the dipping sauce. The noodles themselves were so silky, and I think once you get in with the sauce, it really does balance the dipping sauce a little bit better. But when you have the dipping sauce on its own, there was like a level of astringency, like a bitterness at the end, and like a fishy bitterness that I didn't quite enjoy. It was a little bit better when you put in the noodles, but it's truly that silkiness that stands out for me.
Yeah, so texturally amazing, but I think personal preference on the taste wasn't 100%.
This is my, I guess,
So good.
fitter.
Yeah, I feel
So
better.
refreshing.
And then I have
This is actually
Although I
so
have to
much
say,
body
an American food has
umami
the worst
or
reputation.
like savoriness
I
in a
still,
wine.
after 8.5 years, because I'm like one of the few Americans I know. I know people from all over the world.
This is the
But there are a lot of Americans
Chestnut
in Australia. And I
This one's like
constantly having to defend
citrusy
everything.
without the crazy acidity.
It's so light.
Just like a fragrance.
And
Never had
early in the morning.
Japanese natural wine, and so this is the first foray into it in Golden GAI. Loving every minute of it so far.
This is the deepest one. This is 100% mellow from Yamagata. The Pinot Noir from Niigata, also no spot. This is the Yama Sauvignon. This is also indigenous grape from Okayama, next to Hiroshima.
Le canon.
Say less.
Say less.
I'm a gimbal myself.
Natural.
Yeah.
I think you need one.
I need to.
Do you work for this company?
Hey, that's the homie right there. Hey.
No, we've met tonight. We've met tonight. We've all met here in this bar. Canada. We have New York, America. New York, America.
Australia. Golden Guy was awesome. We hit up this one natural wine bar, which just had so much energy in it, and we also brought the energy, so that was part of it. But after a little breaking the ice, we got to meet so many types of people, and even local Japanese came in and had a ton of fun with us as well.
Hello to our new friends.
Yeah. So we really enjoyed our night, and can't wait to be back in Tokyo.
But the natural wines, let's talk about that for a second. This little shop, all that they had was Japanese natural wines. So you had wines that were coming from near Hiroshima and near
all these different regions in Japan, and a lot of the grapes were even indigenous to the region. So incredibly unique, considering that we've also had natural wine from all around the world. This was a nice Japanese take on it.
And we can't also forget the sake and the whiskey that they've had as well. Plus they had beer. So there's really something for everybody at this place. Cute little nook, maybe like 8 people comfortably can fit into it, but like the party came, and so that was part of the magic as well.
And that's a wrap for Tokyo Part 2. My personal favorite was Pitou, the wine bar in Shinjuku Golden Guy.
But for me, I can't stop thinking about that 7-Eleven convenience store chocolate wafer ice cream. Like once you get a fresh one where the waffles also has that crisp, it's just heavenly and such an affordable price. More Japan content coming your way. We have videos coming for Kamakura, Hakone, and
Tsukiji Market.